first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. On the visitor's sideline, Lions head coach Dan Campbell. His guys ready to get this one going. His counterpart on the Packers sideline, Matt LaFleur. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Now in his third season as the guy in Green Bay, and he's thrown for at least 25 touchdowns in each of the last 2 years. He and his team believe they are due for a deep playoff run as long as he stays healthy and is piloting the offense.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ready?
Play action this time with Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Love now. Over the middle, he's got Golden. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing. Love. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down. They needed 4. He doubled down. He wound up getting 8.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Let's go. Red, 38, ready.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
They'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And it wasn't that long ago that there were a lot of conversations about whether Jared Goff was truly going to be a frontline starter in the NFL, and he has proven all of those critics wrong. He's taken his game up big notches in the last few years. Now what he needs to do, sustain that success in the regular season come playoff time.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Right side to Williams. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why did we go for it?
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Now, Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Brings up 3rd down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Set, ready.
Love. And it is caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
Green Bay Packers. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
50, ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
McManus for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Breaks a tackle, now an alley. Still going. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 40 yards. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
You can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patches, I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 57 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, look at that. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another Green Bay Packer.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score.
Ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action. Love to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Packers, 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 26.
Off the play fake, Love. That's taken in by Kraft. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now McManus for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now gone. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Working out of the gun. Love. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. It's taken to the 26. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Today is the day we've been working towards all summer, the debut of our new halftime show. So without further ado, let's roll. Our trip around the NFL starts now. In the Big Easy, the Saints at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And it's the tight end, Trey McBride. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And it's the former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence. This one of a pair of rushing touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The Jags get the victory. Congratulations to Liam Cohen, his first win as an NFL head coach. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts taking on the Miami Dolphins. And it's a man, when he gets going, is one of the best in the game, Jonathan Taylor. He's trying to get the season off on the right foot, and I think he just did. Both feet, as a matter of fact. He's gone. With that, a look at what's already transpired and what's still to come in a busy first week of the new season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Now Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. Jamison Williams, touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 65 yards. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Lions, 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Here we go. Cut.
Love looking to throw it. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Ready.
Jacobs going to try the middle. Past the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from a yard out.
And the Packers are able to stretch out their lead.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
McManus now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
If these guys going to chomp into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Goff now looks to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
He's got right on the short throw.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is gone. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
Goff going to keep it himself.
And he is going to have the Lions 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. First carry now for David Montgomery.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now a 2nd and 6.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Second down and 6 now.
Here's Goff. Finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Again, Goff. This is caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going.
Bates' kick is good.
And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packers offense and running back Josh Jacobs set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Love.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Now 2nd and 9.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go
At
now.
the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rap to pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Here we go. Ready.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Love looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Set, ready. Ready.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready.
Now Love. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet, not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here. That pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield. The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Let's go. Set.
Here's Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think he's going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Love. And it's caught. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a camper on this game.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
17.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Goff.
Open man, that's too slow.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
One last throw here for Goff. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Packers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week.